We are part of a group called United Welcome from the United Church, and when there was an opportunity to help refugees here in Brockville, that's when we started to put this group together.
I probably didn't have any experience in working with sponsored families or refugees.
It's sort of hard to anticipate something that you've never experienced at all before.
Our group is officially called Refugees to Neighbors. We really wanted to sponsor a family in need.
We just wanted to make sure that we could contribute to helping a family come.
You have to have the right attitude to begin with. I think that's really the main part.
And we also recognize that we bring a great deal of privilege that allows us to provide this kind of assistance and support.
We try to do something for them, not to only support them with financial things. When we apply for sponsorship agreement holder, they approved that. We were so happy. We got license, we started. We are happy as a family running this program. Before we receive the notification of arrival or the flight information, I have to contact them to prepare them. There's orientation over there overseas. At the same time, I'm telling the family, when you will come to Canada is different than the country of asylum when they are. It's totally different from the culture, the weather, the inspection. You should learn the English, to work, to depend on yourself. I have to tell them everything before they arrive.
أول وجه شفناه أول ما نزلنا من الطيارة بوينزر هي شخصية تمثل جمعية أسمر، وهذا بحد ذاته دافع معنوي إلنا أنه أكو ناس تدعمنا، أكو ناس تريد توصلنا الفكرة أنه شلون نعيش هنا.
We got matched by Victor because we were waiting for a Syrian family, and that was a private sponsorship, and it took a long time for that to come through. And in the meantime, we heard from the United Church of Canada because they were the sponsorship agreement holder, and they told us of a young man from West Africa, from Ivory Coast, who had already been approved as a refugee, and would we be willing to sponsor him. So Victor ended up arriving probably about 7 or 8 months before the Syrian family that we were waiting for.
My name is Victor Nyan. I'm from Liberia. After my interview, when I heard I was coming to Canada, I said, wow, I don't know nothing about Canada before. And it was something that we used to see on television. So the country that I've been seeing on television, now I'm going to see it with my clear eye and I'm going to live there. When I first arrived to Canada, I had a feeling that yes, the country that I arrived in is a country that my life will be safe. I had the same feeling that yes, the people that I'm going to meet, they will be very good for me.
We heard of Alfia and Ibsa and Ahmad, and we decided that we were ready to sponsor.
Embassy Canada ti faila ke ergine jani da golani UN na finte anga chi kuraja ega chun tura kuraja November ka temale embassy na ante interview na gote etilan ka kumala ma fi ko da torba November asu akamale ngamade rakota na kaisa yo ma ba je ti ne guchu.
The tasks that were needed were certainly someone to sort out accommodation. And whatever accommodation we had, we needed furniture, and this was Linda's expertise. We also needed someone who would be able to make sure all the documents were taken care of.
In anticipation of the Syrian family, which was a family of 5, we had a house donated to us, a small house, rent-free for a year. So we just popped Victor right in there. So we didn't have any problem with accommodation. We put out a list and posted it in the various churches saying that we needed everything necessary to set up an apartment from scratch. And we got everything in multiples. So the generosity that we were met with at the very beginning was just amazing and overwhelming. And I keep telling Victor that he is blessed. And what we said this morning, he's blessed us in return.
I would like to say I'm happy to have them as my sponsor. And now I'm not even call them sponsor, I call them my mother. So I'm happy to have them to be my new family in Canada.
As soon as we knew a family was coming, we hit the ground running. Everybody had their assigned tasks and everybody did their jobs. We were ready.
We all had a lot of chance to inform ourselves and prepare, and I think most of us were extremely well prepared.
We had done a lot of preparation, but of course we didn't have housing. So that was the biggest issue. And we managed to find an apartment and get it furnished in time for their arrival.
Mana kay nyaw sene gizio sene mano o wa nyani ka telo gorame bise ka jaiwa kana daga gizio sene mano o wa sene man insene la ke mana kay nya ilang kay gizien gura ya kono mane kay san kana sire len tana wa hum be tan gorti tani gapani mana kay nyaw sene.
We've laughed a lot together.
Of course.
Just asking them, like, so what did you think when Dieter brought you to the apartment?
We are always like helping them as they like. Every year we prepare them on Christmas time, New Year, like a party especially for newcomers. This has helped them to networking or to introduce each other. The newcomers themselves, they try to help each other, to find a job or how to continue their education.
الحمد لله جينا هنا ارتحتوا يعني ما بتظل أي خوف أي مشكلة يعني كل واحد استقر ببيت الحمد لله والشكر.
We needed to be able to get Victor into adult education, and one member of the group works up at St. Lawrence College, so she was able to help with that. Victor has had 2 jobs since he got here. One is a part-time job and one is a full-time job.
Arriving in Brockville, I think about 2 months later, I will be able to get my first job. And then after, when the contract finished, the very first day, the boss called me in his office and said, okay, today the contract finished. And that same period, I received a call from my mother saying that, oh, I have a good news for you. Guess what? We found another job for you. I said, wow.
I think putting as much information out into the community, what the needs are, it's a blessing. They get filled.
The stereotype that we tend to have about refugees is they're poor people, they're needy people, and they need rescuing. This family is strong. They're resilient. They're independent. They came here with all kinds of knowledge. We don't feel like we are rescuing.
I'm always amazed by his courage, the fact that he came here somewhere where he had no idea where he was going, left everything and everyone behind just for the opportunity to feel safe. He had felt under threat for most of his life. And he just came here and took off. From never having ridden a bicycle before, a couple of days later, I'm hearing from people, oh, I saw Victor over here and I saw Victor over there on his bicycle. He hadn't even ridden a bicycle before. Having started like Nancy and I did with never having done this before, don't be intimidated by it.
I'd say definitely do it. Make sure you do have a group that you can talk with and get the support of. You need patience and you will learn a lot.
Like to give this message to all sponsors to support. This is our responsibility to support them, to encourage them. This has changed my personality to do what I can do to help people because they are the people in need, really in need.
حاليا عائلتي سعيدة وأنا سعيد أهم شيء عندي هذا الشيء.
If the world didn't open up to the problems that were existing south and north and between the rich and the poor, it would be catastrophic. Canada had to play a big role.
It is so rewarding and so enriching. Your lives will change because of this experience.
The message is all of us can make a difference. And you will be able to make a difference when you see yourself in the other person who's suffering.
Umana Canada tele matagari akamale gamane galatomi motuma Canada tele yo warra family tele sponsor group yo hanane lekan le na galatomani.
Successful sponsorship to me looks like somebody like Victor who comes here and makes the most of the opportunity to give himself a new life and a life of safety.
They gave me love. I'm very happy to live here and I hope God should answer my prayer because I want to make the rest of my life here in Brockville. I see what they done for me in my life, for the other refugees that are in the same situation like me, that they should stay try the possible best to stay put in for more refugees, to give them life the same way they gave me life. Yes.